first. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
By Jerry Hughes.
And there's a sack by Jerry Hughes, and I wonder how many times it goes through his head that in his youth, he was playing offense and trying to avoid the fate that he's putting on quarterbacks play in and play out. He's a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback with speed and with power.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Corey Davis.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
First down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bill.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, this is Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air, Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Keyshawn Vaughn, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10. at their own 35-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dan Cruikshank. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open man, Butler complete. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Off to Geis on the screen. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Going to try and throw on third down. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down and goal to go.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. From the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Keyshawn Vaughn with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Titans 28, Bills nothing. Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Hakeem Butler, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gostkowski the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Hakeem Butler with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Titans 42. Bills nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Possession.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's Geis, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The tackle.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Mike 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Middle. Check 37.
On play action, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Titans 49, Bills 7. Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 14-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go right back to Singletary. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
At the 16.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 42-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 58 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And now here is another interception. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Titans 63. Bills 7. Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
56.
To throw again, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Vaughn on 1st and 10. He can't get him down, and he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 30-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They go play action with Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Tucker McCann to kick off for
McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the pressure gets to him again. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Well, if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He will find Davis. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He gets it in the hands of Geis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
This is Geis, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game.